early in the morning here. Let's do some of this. So, let's see how the computer does. I was struggling last night on last night's stream. Should be better on this one because it's a different file and there's a lot less going on. But for some reason, every once in a while, it just won't charge, and it gets down to like 8%. The problem is that I was editing. It usually happens when I edit before the stream, but you know. Okay, so this is the new gun that I got. I think I emptied my inventory. Nice. And then, yeah, I don't have any more chests in there either. So far this week, I haven't really done a whole lot with the appliances. I mean, I've done a lot, but I don't think I've made any money this week. So, you know, and that's the thing is like, I know there's going to be some weeks that are like that are like, you're going to have good weeks and bad weeks, right? But what the crap kind of gun is this? So you've got to build up enough of a savings to float, you know, the weeks. There's got to be a savings on top of a savings. So, alright, what mission are we doing? So that's basically what I'm dealing with here. I don't know if I want to go back and redo this area. Like, do I want to go do this speaker? But that's basically what I'm dealing with, is like trying to get people to even like trust that. First of all, they got to trust that the machines even work, which is why I need the YouTube. I mean, I don't know how many machines people are buying that don't work, really. I think that they're just like, have got it in their head that everybody's out to get them. You know, when they're really not. I think most people, at least in this area, are pretty honest. I don't really have that problem, hardly ever. Like, I've only ever had that problem one time, where somebody blatantly lied to me about a machine. You know, I do have a machine right now where I think the dude could have been a little more honest with what was going on. I've seen omissions, you know, but I don't ever ask them what the condition of these machines are that I get, because I just assume that they're all broken, you know, like why would they be getting rid of them if they were perfectly fine? And sometimes they are, but, you know, most of the time they're broken. That's the deal. So I don't ask condition that often, but this one was especially, like somebody had taken it apart and taken stuff off of it and then like purposefully left it off. But who knows if he even knew that that's what was going on. It could have been a tech because of what was wrong with this machine. Man, I guess I should have kept those other guns because these ones are not that good. Like I have to pull the trigger a lot of times, you know, so like they're more. Okay, I gotta just hold it. There's just a little bit of a lag, it looks like. I unlocked something, but I don't know what. Something about a class mod. Let's see if we can find any other guns here. Okay, I just gotta hold it. What is this? Sniper? No, that. I'm to find another regular SMG. Can't even see who's shooting. Was it you? Yes, it was that guy. Because there's like a lag time between like when I shoot and when I pull the trigger and when it actually shoots. There's a little bit of a lag time. See that? I don't know how to show you that, but like as soon as I aim up, I'm trying to shoot, and it's not shooting. Did you throw a turret out? I think that's what these guys do. But yeah, there's been lots of people that have, that I've talked to about these machines that just don't want to. They end up not wanting to buy for whatever reason. It's weird because like I have one machine that's like basically brand new, and it's really cheap, and it's good, but I changed the bearings on it, and like people will like they'll see it on there, and I don't know if like they're basically like, what's the catch, and I'm like, there is no catch, like the catch is that I had it for a higher price and nobody wanted to buy it, and so now it's a lower price. Come buy it, because I'm tired of looking at it. Like, what do you mean, what's the catch? Like, I literally took this thing that was garbage and I made it good. Come get it and use it for cheap, Like, this machine new is probably like $1,500, I'm assuming. It's only 2 years old. And it works perfectly. Like, and I've got it down to like $250. I mean, it's crazy out here trying to sell, but whatever. I'm sure what I like to think in my head is just that, I have to wait for the right buyer, if that makes any sense. Like, basically, these machines are more or less like destined for somebody, and that person isn't ready yet. It's not, time. So maybe that's what it is, but I'm just impatient, and I'm like, let's just sell them all right now. But I don't know. I mean, I've been working. I've got like 10 machines on the internet, online, ready to go, for whoever needs or wants them. And I know it's a hard time right now with every, the holiday. All the holidays always screw up business for me. I don't get busier, I get slower. Yeah, and then, my neighbors, this was interesting last week. I don't know if I talked about this, but they did a block party type thing, kind of hangout situation, where we were basically just all, they just invited everybody to their circle or whatever, and, because it was it's like our circle and their circles kind of line up together. Anyways, but they had the wife or whatever had I don't know how to say that, but she had talked to my wife before because they both homeschool, and so anyways, so then they invited us over, but she had to work. It was kind of a last minute thing, so it's not like it was planned out for weeks and weeks. So anyways, she couldn't go, and so I went. But they were talking about maybe being able to buy customers. Somebody else has talked to me about this before, but I didn't do it and I didn't inquire because I was too busy at the time anyways, and I wasn't really trying to do the business. It was just more like a side money. I wasn't really trying to do it as for a living. I wasn't really trying to grow it and hire people like I am now. Now the problem is that I don't want to grow too fast, but I think I need to grow faster than I am, just a teeny bit. So basically, that's the deal there. But if they can give me referrals, because what I would really like to do is just go to people's houses and fix specifically only their dryers. That's what I would really like to do. Maybe do the occasional washer. Because most of the washer issues, I just end up not liking the work. I'll do it, but, I have dryers that are ready to go right now, and they're just stuck because their washer counterparts are so messed up, and I can't get them fixed right. And then I get stuck because I have this really nice washer and dryer set right now, right? And I did drum bearings on the washer, and then I put it back together, and it won't go back together because I mushroomed out the end of a shaft with the hammer, getting the tub out, because the tub wouldn't come out. It's like, well, now what do I do? So I started grinding the shaft down, trying to get the thing on, and it won't go on. I don't even know what to do with it. I really don't want to scrap it, but I think I have to scrap it. You know, just because it's just not gonna work, and then sell the dryer, and I just wasted all that time and money on that machine. You know, and if that was a customer's machine, I would be buying them a new machine because theirs is no longer right. You know. And you can't win them all. You know, the other machine I was talking about, I did that exact same job to it, and it went fine. And the other machine that I can't sell, drum bearings, changed them out. It works perfectly. There was no issue, you know. So, you know, I'm definitely just not going to do drum bearings or tub bearings for people. I only did it that time because the machines were nice enough, you know. But it's not going to work now. So unless I can find another drum for it, which is doubtful because I had an LG. I had an old LG sitting there, and that drum was too small. So I don't know. They're not all sized enough, correctly enough that I can get kind of multiples of the same one, you know. So, let's see, where is that thing? It's behind me. So anyway, I guess I just need to bite the bullet. Got that thing. Save all the circuit board and all that, because you never know, and then send it out. And the other thing that I really should do is eBay sales. Because I could take that machine, right? Right now it's worth nothing. But I could take the circuit board out of it and sell it to somebody online. You know, and then it would make money. Like, some amount of money. I could sell, like, you know, yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what else I could sell used on it, but I could just sell the parts, right? How come I can't get up there? Like, do I need to go up for this thing? Did I jump down somewhere? I guess I jumped down. Yeah. But anyways, I should just stick to dryers. Like, I'm really good at dryers. Most dryers I can fix. I have one right now that I think needs a circuit board. I have two that need circuit boards, but even those, they're not that hard to get circuit boards for. Sometimes, I mean, a lot of times I can just get the circuit boards on, okay, it's up there, on eBay, and, you know, I don't know if I'll do that with this one because I have another clone of it, like exact same machine that isn't selling. Nobody wants. For what? I don't know why. I mean, it's nice enough. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. I thought it was going to be a good seller. Maybe that's why. It's because I have too much. I have it on there for too much because I have too high of an expectation for it. You know, it's like I got the washer and the dryer from the dude. The dryer was messed up. I don't think there was any issue with the washer, and so I ended up selling the washer already. Psycho bop. Oh, good. So I already made money on the deal. So, you know, any money I make on that dryer is just kind of bonus money. But it seems like this thing doesn't really work that well on these guys for some reason. I don't know. This isn't really working that well either, I guess. doesn't really work that well. How does this one do? Do we like this? Where'd the dude go? I didn't get him and the dome's gone. Did he just disappear? Do I like have only a certain amount of time to kill him? I don't know. That's weird. Alright, I guess back to the speaker. Yeah, so I don't know. But then I get like, you know, I put on a dryer for cheap. Like, cheaper than what I've kind of been selling them for. Because this one's, its condition is lower. It's older. You know, and I didn't spend that much on it. And I didn't spend that much time on it. So I made it cheaper. But then what I end up with is, like, for some reason, there's a certain, like, caliber of customer that just want everything for nothing. You know, like, it's not good enough that the dryer's cheap. The dude's, like, gotta have me deliver it. Right? And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I can deliver it, but I need more money for my time to deliver it, because you're adding an hour, you know. It's an hour. So, like, I should be charging you an hour's worth of labor. And I wasn't even charging him an hour's worth of labor. I was charging him, like, a lot less than an hour's worth of labor. Just to drive it over there, drop it off, and, you know, maybe take his old one, whatever. And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, then come get it, you know, whatever. And he's like, can you meet me here? And, you know, at that point, I'm like, no. I'm like, yeah, I can meet you there if you pay the delivery fee. Like, I'll deliver it, you know. And he's just like, I'll think about it. I'm like, whatever, man. Like, a couple hours later, somebody else texts me, and they will play. So they're going to do the deal, and I'm probably going to sell it to them. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is go over there and try to fix theirs. You know, and if I can't, then they're going to buy it. And then I'm going to get theirs, and that's how that's going to go. You know, but it's just like, you want everything, you know, for nothing. Like, and there's another guy, he's a renter. I've been running into these renters lately where they're renting machines to people. Well, what he wants me to do is he wants to trade just straight across working machines for broken machines. I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me, dude. Like, how big of a scam artist are you, really? You want me to just fix machines, and perfectly good machines that are worth a certain amount of money, and just give them to you in trade for broken machines? Like, I'm just doing this for the fun of it. You know? Like, yeah, I just want to fix machines for the fun of it. So I quoted that dude my highest labor. I was like, look, dude, like, how about I just come fix your machines for you? You know, because he's like, I got a storage unit full of machines. And I'm like, yeah, I'll come fix them. You know what I mean? And you can just pay me my labor and buy the parts, right? Like a normal appliance repairman business. I come over, you have stuff that's broken, I'll fix it, and then you can do what you need to do with it, right? Nope, doesn't want to do that. The only reason I quoted him so high is because he texted me about a machine like a month ago, and he just ghosted me, you know, which is what people do. They text you and they're like, hey, is this available? And I'm like, yes, it is. And then you never hear from them again. They're not like, oh, okay, sorry, I found a different one, or, you know. But a lot of times they'll start asking you stuff like, well, how big is it? Like, you know, will you, I think what his question was, he asked if I would go down on it or something, and I was like, no. On that machine, I didn't want to go down, so I was like, you know what I told him? I was like, well, you know, I can come fix yours if you'd rather. And he just never texted me back. Then a month later, he texts me, and he's like, he responded to my text a month later. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, like, as soon as you do that kind of stuff with me, like, I'm just done with you. I don't deal well with it. I don't deal well with people who won't text back. If you just ghost me, You know? Yeah, so that's what my week has been like. It's been a week of challenges with these customers. Oh yeah, and then I had another guy who just straight up didn't show up. He's like, I'll meet you at 1. I'm like, cool. 45, I went to the place to meet him, text him, and I was like, hey, I'm parked right here. 1:15, still no text back. We're supposed to meet at 1. I'm like, awesome. You know, just waste all my time. Like, thanks, man. Like, you know, appreciate it. Just don't text me. He doesn't say I'm not coming. He doesn't say I found another one. He doesn't say anything. Like, when I first texted him, he should have said, hey, I'm not coming. I've had people do that. And if they do that, and then a week later they're like, hey, can I buy that again? I will sell to them. If this guy ever contacts me again, I'm never working with him ever. Like, he's just, if I figure out that it's the same guy, you know, the problem is that he messaged me on an app, so I don't have his phone number, you know. But, because I save all the conversations from everybody, so I don't know. But the app will, I think it will eventually delete the phone number is the problem. Okay, let's see if this works. Last time I tried to do this, it didn't work, so. Anyways, but you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm having one of those weeks where just dealing with these customers is not like working out so well, you know. It's not the greatest here. What is that? I gotta pick something up. Just because they don't want to, you know, cooperate. It's like, it's fine if you don't want to buy. Like, I'm not saying I expect everybody to buy from me. You can always just say, well, look, this is not going to work out because of so-and-so, because of the way that I do it. I understand it's weird to want to meet in a parking lot. Well, I mean, I don't understand it personally, but I sort of get people's deals. So I go, how am I going to know if it works? And I'm like, well, you're not, you know. You're going to have to trust me a little bit. But that's why I got to get the YouTube caught up so they can watch what I do to them on the internet. That builds confidence in them, you know, and then they aren't as worried about it. I've noticed. You know, that does work. Last time I did that and I was caught up and I was running them like that, people were like, oh, I saw your video. It made them, I could just tell that they weren't like, well, is it broken? You know, like, most people, a lot of people will do that. They'll be like, well, is it broken? Is it on fire? What, did I leave the area so it stopped working?
I'll buy you whatever time you need.
I guess I have to stay here. I've got to stay in this little circle. I wonder, looks like I got a shotgun here. So I have to stay in this little area right here. That's what we're saying. At least I know that they're kind of just, what is that? Oh, a psycho. Come on. At least I kind of know that they're just always going to be coming from this direction, right? I don't know if I like shotgun either. I could shoot straight, I guess. Yes, man, I'm going off. Good thing I'm down here and not upstairs to wake everybody up because I'm not messing with it. Just going off in my pocket. 25. Anyways. It's like, you know, what am I supposed to do with these people? How do I get them to trust that it's going to be alright? This dude's just freaking out over here. Well, I know, but, you know, I can't leave the area,
Every action you
right?
take under my command serves a cause far greater
Let's go back to
than
doing it.
yourself.
It's alright, the guys are gone.
There is no hunger.
Consume them, my pretty.
You gotta find those dudes. See, they're just sitting over there.
The sacrifice will ring out in your eternity.
Anyways, I mean, it's like, you know, I get it, but like, I've met people in parking lots to buy like phones and stuff. Like, that's a normal thing that I do on a normal, you know, like an all the time kind of basis. And it's not that big a deal. You know, I think it's funny because it's like, what if the machine is broken? Like, what are you really going to do about it? It's not like you're going to come back over here and do something, you know? There's no, like, lemon laws for appliances, you know? And, like, you think since you know where I live, that's going to matter, you know? And it's just like, I don't know what they would do if I just literally sold them a broken machine. Like, you know, are they going to come back over here and we're going to, like, fight? You know what I mean? I mean, it's just like they're going to come back over and demand that I give them their money back. There's no, like, law or anything saying that I would need to. Like, it's not like they could call the cops and the cops aren't going to do anything about it. The cops are just going to be like, well, it's a civil dispute or whatever, you know? Like, if I wanted to screw these people over, which I obviously don't, it would be easy to. I mean, like, you know, they wouldn't have any recourse, and I guess maybe that's the issue, but even if they knew where I lived, they wouldn't, so that's what I'm trying to say all the time. It's just like, you know, you can't, yeah. My issue is that most of them are going to be just fine, normal, sane, but since I sell so much, I'm going to eventually run into one that's not, and I have, you know, and it's just not worth it. The amount that I'm making is not worth it. It's not worth the risk of these people, you know, and their issues, having to deal with them. And it's also like that guy right there, right? Because, like, let's say, like, he just completely ghosted me. Now, this guy, like, you know, I don't know if he's still on his way. And I kind of have to, like, mentally prepare for people to come over. You know what I mean? It's not like for strangers to come over. It's not like that's just an easy thing to, okay, just come over whenever. You know, it's like if I'm not here and then they end up showing up, I want to know if I can leave even. Can I even leave? You know, are they still on their way? Like, if I meet them in a parking lot, then I know when the deal's done. Like, the deal's done when it's done. Or it's not. Or they text me a half hour later and they're like, hey, like, something happened, you know. But happens to me occasionally where people just don't show up. And, like, what really happened is this. The dude had two options, right? And instead, because I've done this before, instead of texting me and being like, hey, I'm not coming, you know, I found another one, which would be totally fine. That's what I've done that to people, where I've been like, you know, I'll meet you at 1, and then I have another one that I'm like, I'll meet you at 12:30, and then I buy the one at 12:30. Well, then what I do is I text the people at 1, and I'm like, hey, I'm not coming. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just waiting for my ability to save up here. There's a one guy over there, but I'm not going to go engage him. I'm just going to let the ability build up. But yeah, then, you know, are you literally like, I would be like, and I've done it. I've been like, hey, I'm not coming. I found another one. Something like that. You know, I would be like, all right, cool. Like, thanks for letting me know. Instead of just making me waste a half an hour, you know, or 45 minutes, because then I got to load the thing on the trailer and unload the thing, you know, or whatever amount of time, even if it's 5 minutes. It's just like, come on, people. Can you just please not do that stuff. See, if I didn't have this pet, what would I do right now? Because the guy is over here. I can't go get him, right? I would just be stuck. Because he's not going to move on till that guy's dead. And he's way over there not moving. You just like throw grenades at him or something. Like, I don't get... There's some glitches in this game. It's more glitchy than the other ones. Yeah, I got it. You just like trying to throw grenades at him down there because you can't leave this area or else the robot stops. I guess today's just a complaint session. I think I got the Mangler mission too. So let's see how full my inventory is now. Yeah, see I have one reward there. It's about halfway full. Did I get any new SMGs that are better than this one? Because I can't stand the like waiting to fire thing. See, it's high. It is high in DPS, but if I can't shoot it, then it doesn't work, you know. So I guess I'll try this one. Just equip that one, even though it's a lot lower. I mean, I think that pistol was doing pretty good. This thing was annoying to shoot too on the assault rifle. This one's pretty close, so I'll probably put that in there. Like, I don't like any kind of optics or scopes on these guns. Like, it just doesn't work. And I don't think I need one of those yet. A shield yet. Maybe soon, though. So, I could probably sell all those. Alright, let's wander around here and see if there's anything else. I probably missed some stuff because my pets were out here killing all these guys. But yeah, I mean, dealing with the general public is just not, you know, it's not good. Because of all these things where they just like will screw you over, you know, they just don't care. I got the dude that's just trying to like just get me to work for free. That happens all the time too, by the way. Like, that one is like really common. I'll have people that are like, they're like, want to talk me down on the price, first of all. They're like, can I get your machine for half price? And I'm like, no. And then they're like, I had this guy the other day. He wanted me to literally go half price on the machine and deliver it an hour away. I'm just like, I like had to like spell it out for him. I was like, look, you know, I've got the amount of money and parts already that you want to buy the machine for. Okay. So then I make no money on like for my time, you know, which is the point of this, is this machine comes to me broken. I make it good, like I refurbish it, and you get a refurbished machine. It's not used, you know, it's different. These are taken apart and like inspected and parts fixed. You know what I mean? It's like, it's totally different than just buying used. It's way better. This is a single shot too. Is there some way to change these so that it's, I mean, it's alright if it's a single shot. Like, this one's still a lot better than the one that I had right before this. Even though the DPS is less, you can shoot faster, so the DPS ends up being more. You know what I mean? Like, it ends up actually working. Anyways, but I'm just like, I had to explain to the dude, I'm like, you know, You want this thing for like, he wanted like me to do all that for $50 total. Buy the machine and take it out there, drive an hour there, an hour back. I'm like, so I'm going to be paying to do this deal. It wouldn't even cover my gas. You know what I mean? I'm like, so I text him out an actual estimate of what the thing should cost, you know, and it ended up being like over 200. It probably should have been more than that. Really, it should be $100 to drive it out there. Okay, so $100 delivery fee. Plenty of people have paid that for me to drive an hour away, and really that should be $200 because it should be $100 an hour in labor. Okay, but I don't charge the full amount for driving. All right, so there you go, $100 driving out there fee, $100 for the dryer, and then so at least $200. That's what I told him. I'm like, and you're at 50. I'm like, this makes no sense. If I was Lowe's or somebody, they charge like $60 to take your old machine away. I'm taking your old machine away for free, right? If you went and bought a machine from Lowe's, I don't know what they charge. It's at least $40 to just to take your old machine away, just to get rid of it. Oh, what happened? Oh, this is great. I was like, am I stuck in a place now? I don't even know why I'm fighting these guys. I need to go back to editing videos. But anyways, this week is totally messed up too. There's another thing to complain about. The holidays screw my week up. Because not only do I end up being off work today instead of Saturday, so I have to work Saturday. I don't know where all of the other trucks are. So the way my job kind of works is if you know where everybody is, you can kind of avoid them and go faster. Well, it doesn't work on holiday weeks because they all have different routes because they need to make up for being off today. And so they're basically, and then everything is busy. Everybody's a lot busier because of the holiday, so you don't know where like Coke and Pepsi are. They're kind of a problem and they're in my way, so to speak, but you don't know where they are. And this gun's pretty good. Vault card level 10. So what does the vault card mean, I wonder? So anyways, and I wish that like it used to be that driver jobs on these holiday weeks, you would work 4-day weeks. 300 DPS. Let's try this one. So I think it's more. Is it a single shot like that one I just had? Yeah, it might be good. Check it. Where you at, sucker? Clinker? Not quite as accurate, but I think it'll work. Anyways, it's just, I guess today's just a complaint situation. But the other then I have the other person that texts me about that dryer that, and she's perfectly pleasant. She's just like, hey, she's like really nice about it, and like, I mean, I think it's a girl. Yeah, it's gotta be a girl. I don't know. Their name could be either. So, but I think it's a girl. And she's just like, well, can I just buy that one? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, here's the deal. And she's like, oh, that's perfect. And then I'm like, but I can just come fix yours. And she's like, yeah, come do that. And I'm like, well, I'll bring it. And either I fix yours or I sell you this one, perfectly good deal for you. And that's what, I was telling the other guy, but he doesn't want to do it. And I'm just like, well, this is the way to do it, you guys. Like, this is what's going to be best for you, not for me. Right? I've set this up for what is best for you. You're going to get a delivery out of it because instead of me selling you this one that is hard for me, I fixed yours, which is a lot easier for me, right? Like, yeah, I have to drive more, but Like, I wonder why the other one disappeared. The other guy that was like this. Did I like step out of the machine or something? Or how come this gun doesn't work that well? I guess it is on this guy. Okay, well, he got knocked down.
Now you're in trouble.
This is my new SMG, which I guess it's alright. Okay, he's almost down. I think I'm gonna get him this time. Which should be nice. Like, I don't see a time limit or anything for these guys. Now the question is my backpack too full for all this crap? Alright, I'm gonna definitely have to go dump my stuff. Yep, too full. Well, let's find some. Let's go sort by value. And then we'll drop a bunch of these. Low value things here. Try to pick up these things. You know, they're obviously going to be more value. Look at this. This one's better than my one. Might as well use that. Time for a new rep kit, I guess. Yeah, anyways, it's so, you know, it's like, it's interesting the difference in customers where it's just like they're, oh man, that's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to pick that one up. Alright, let's go. Teleport to the city. Deadbolt. You know, what I want to do is just go into people's houses, fix their machines, and then go about my day. And I just want to do that twice a day. And then I want to get these people set up on a preventative maintenance schedule where once a year I come back and I do preventative maintenance on like maybe their washer, their dryer, and their fridge. Mostly their dryer and their fridge. Because, you know, I don't know what preventative maintenance looks like on a washing machine. I was just going to kind of check them over, make sure they're not leaking, you know, look for stuff to fix, but just kind of clean them. So, you know, a lot of people don't clean their machines. But on a dryer, there's lots of preventative maintenance that should be done that doesn't get done. And these dryers end up, if we did the preventative maintenance, we could, you know, make them last longer. But I don't know. Okay, let's go through and look at these equips. So we don't want any snipers still, I don't think. So what do we got for, it's 208 on the SMG. See, this one's 299. The gun charges before full auto firing. So I don't like this style. So even though it's a lot higher, you know, DPS, it's just kind of annoying to pull the trigger and nothing happens. So it doesn't matter if it's higher DPS if I can't, if I'm not shooting. This one's 328. Okay, so we have the best of those, I think. Like, I wish it would put the equipped one first. So I could look at it, because it's 264, so I think that's probably the best there, too, on the pistol. On the assault rifle, we have 300. So that's probably the best there. I still don't think I'm going to be messing around with the shield. The rep kit that I have, I think this was the one I was using. I just need to make sure the one that I equipped is, this isn't a double, is it? I don't know. I think that's good though. And I don't think I want any of those. I'm sure one of these might be better. I don't know. What is this? 196 maximum health capacity. Like, I might need it. Oh, these are class mods. Energy shield regeneration rate. So these are different than enhancements, right? So I think I must have just unlocked this. I have 168 shield capacity, or this one. I think I need to use this one. Plus 23% shotgun damage. I don't really use shotguns, but maximum health might be good. And the melee, I don't know. So we probably need to equip. Well, what do I have equipped? Plus 25% shield regeneration. I think it'd be better to have this. It'd be better to have this one. So I need to equip that. Yeah, because this thing was locked. One of these was locked. I must have unlocked it at some point. Alright, let's sell everything else.
Tips welcome. Money, not advice. Not you, sucker. Oh, wait, that'll back. You, wait, oh, not sure, just scratch. Not sure what I'll do with, not sure what I'll do with it. Maybe sell it to Claptrap for double. Be off with you then. I don't mind.
Got some, but it's not full. I thought I left more stuff than that on the ground back there. Maybe it's still on the ground over there.
And we're off. If you got any more like this, you know where to just leave the money on the dresser.
Alright. I don't know what mission I'm doing or whatever. I should probably just stop playing and go edit. But I guess that's what I'll do. Try to finish this video. I've been working on this really long video. Hopefully it'll be done soon. And the problem is now I just complicated all my editing by adding multiple cameras. And I think I just need to stick to my editing style, and then whenever I have a shot that isn't working, I'll grab the footage from the other camera. Because the way that I was editing it is I was like lining everything up, lining up both videos and then going through and editing, but it takes a lot more time to do that. So I don't know, and I need to really consider how I do my videos and figure out a way to sync them easier, like with claps or whatever. The problem is I'm 2 months behind, so I really need to just focus and get caught up on videos, and then, then I can move forward in doing my sort of standard of practice. But I'm up to 90 subscribers on that channel, which is good because it's, basically 2 months old. So September, yeah, it's almost 3 months old. So 90 subscribers in 2.5 months or something like that, I think is pretty good, basically. I mean, this channel's been around a lot longer than that, and it has 11 subscribers with 0 advertising. My biggest channel has like 460 something, with, I would say, about at least 100 of those are from appliance videos. So once I started posting appliance videos on that channel, it just started growing and growing and growing. Just steadily growing every day. And that's like really all I want to see. I want to see steady growth every day. With this channel, I don't care. And my other channel, I don't care. Because they're just never going to be the type of content that I want to be producing every day, Like, I'm sure it would be nice to make money playing video games. But I'm sure there's a lot of downsides to it too, Like, I'm sure there's downsides to everything. But with something like appliance work going into it, there's downsides. I'm sure video game streamers could attest to this, but they probably eventually hate playing video games. I would imagine it eventually gets to that point, whether they want to admit it or not. Because it's like, and so if you have like 1 or 2 things in your life that you actually like to do, and then you make them a profession. I've always wondered about this. Like, do you stop liking them? Does it become a problem? Because like all I've ever done is like not like the work I do. But I don't know. I still like driving the truck, so I guess there's that. I just wish I didn't have to deliver anything. I could just go drive the truck and then park it and come home. Because receivers, that's a whole nother rant. Not all of them. Most of them are pretty good. Most of them are good and it's nice. But there's some of them that just like, they just ruin everything. And maybe that's just the way people are sometimes anyways. I don't know. But I'm going to go edit now, and then after a while I said I wasn't going to work today, but I'll probably do a couple things. But thanks for watching. Bye.